Hey, yo, Pete game, right? Listen, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I bought this for like 20 bucks back in 2020, and I've tried to play this game at least once every single year since. This is my second time this year. Listen, I don't like The Witcher 3. I've tried, I don't like the combat, I don't like the menu UI, I don't like the way you feel when you move around. It's just not for me. I don't like how it feels to actually play the story. We gotta find Yennefer, but we gotta go here and do this and find this person who needs us to do this, but Yennefer finds us. Then we gotta find Ciri, but we gotta go here and find this person who needs us to do this and do that, and then find that person to do this, and so on, blah blah. You get what I'm saying? But CD Projekt Red revealing The Witcher 4, hopefully releasing sometime in the next decade. The time has come for me to lock the fuck in. The game starts with Geralt and Vesemir on the hunt for Yennefer. Geralt has a dream of good times, trying to get freaky with Yen, Vesemir chilling at the Witcher school, and Ciri, a young Witcher in training, until he's jumped by the Wild Hunt. But it's all a dream. Could it mean something though? Vesemir.
I've long awaited this, and you, White Wolf.
No. This first little area is kind of like a tutorial section, so we're gonna speedrun. We ride into town, find out a griffin is terrorizing these lands. We ask around the tavern for leads on Yennefer, but end up getting jumped instead. Quick lore drop. For those of you who don't know anything, just about everyone is racist towards Witchers. Why? A Witcher is someone who's gone through extensive mental and physical training, as well as mysterious rituals that all take place at Witcher schools. So people call them monsters, and I'd assume they've got some slurs in the tuck that I don't know about yet. We head off to see Captain Peter. He's got information on Yen, but wants the griffin dead first, so that's the mission. Now I'll be doing side quests along the way, but I'll probably cut those out unless they're really interesting or important in some way. And investigated its old lair. We went and got some herbs to lure out the griffin. Then we head back to Vesemir and spring the trap to kill the griffin.
Hear that? It's close. Let's go give it a warm welcome.
So Captain Peter tells us that Yen went to Vizima. I don't know what that means, but she's close. Close enough to find us. Yen joined the Emperor, some Emperor dude, right? I don't know the lore on him or why this is a surprise or why it's important really, but he's summoning Geralt. So we ride off with Yen, and as we're about to tell her about the dream we had, we're attacked by the same dudes from the dream, the Wild Hunt, but obviously this time it's real. We get out untouched, but I can't say the same for the rest of the people that was with us. Listen, Geralt really just got it like that. He got 3 girls bathing him at the same time, and they all look happy as hell to be there. Like, I don't head to toe in scars, and he's a Witcher, but they don't even care. They're just like, let me rub up on that body, boy. Hold on, pause. The Emperor tells us his daughter, Cirilla, aka Ciri, is back, and we gotta find her. For those of you that don't know, obviously, Ciri is not the daughter of Geralt. She's more like the adopted daughter that he took under her wing type shit. We talked to Yen about Ciri. Yen has been using some magic to find Ciri, but the Wild Hunt sensed that shit and said, we can't have that. That's why we got jumped. The Wild Hunt also wants Ciri. For what reason? We don't really know, but Ciri was seen in Velen and Novigrad, so we're going to Velen to link Hendrik, an agent dude of some sort for the Emperor or something like that. I don't really know his title like that, but he a dude that got some information, so we gotta go see him. After that, we'll be finding Triss Merigold, another one of Geralt's love interests. Just another one of the shorties falling head over heels for him or something like that, I guess. I don't know the whole story to Geralt, Yen, and Triss and the whole love triangle they got going on. Maybe the shape is bigger with other girls involved. I don't really know. I don't know, man. We'll be confused together though. Side note, after talking to Yen, I got some bonus gear from scanning the QR code in the menu, but I can't wear it until level 7 and level 11. We finally find Hendrik. and he got by the Wild Hunt. It seems like everyone with information on Ciri just seems to be on the hit list, and they all end up dead before we can even get there. Hendrik left his information behind though. The only leads we have are the Baron and some witch.
I'm too late. My only leads, the Baron and some witch. Damn.
So we pay the Baron a visit. Now listen, incredibly long story, slightly shorter, okay? I'm gonna try to speed run through this. The Baron let Ciri stay here as Ciri helped the little girl get home and killed a werewolf. Ciri left one morning. Where'd she go? Well, we gotta find the Baron's wife and daughter because they're missing, but they're not actually missing. The Baron beat his wife, so she left with the kid. The Baron knew this information, knew why they left, and still had us scrummage around for clues to find out where they went and why they left and whatnot. So I just spent like 30 minutes doing literally nothing when he could have just given me that anyways. But wait, his wife had a miscarriage. They didn't get rid of the fetus properly, so now it's crawling out of the grave trying to get its get back. So we tell the Baron, show it a little bit of love before we bury her. Her spirit then guides us to the mother and child. Except not exactly. We're led to the person that they went to get away. We learn the daughter is safe somewhere, and the wife is presumably dead. She had a glowing sign on her hand, and she was dragged away into the forest. I don't know why this is too important, but they made it sound like a big deal. This information isn't good enough for the Baron because we didn't personally see his daughter. So we gotta find his daughter to confirm that she is indeed safe and then come back just to tell him that we saw her and she is safe instead of taking the word of the person who actually helped her become sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You doing too much. You see what I mean? We gotta find Ciri, but we gotta do 100 things for one person for information that won't even lead us to her. I'm having fun though, I'm not gonna lie. Continuing, we find Tamara, the daughter. And she's good. She's good. We did not need to come all the way out here just to like, she's fine. On to the witch. We find the witch Kira, and she's not alone. She's got the girls out, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? She doesn't actually know where Ciri is or have information on her at all. So why are we here? But she knows an elf dude who is also looking for Ciri, and he may know some stuff. But wait, guess what? The Wild Hunt is going to get his ass first. Once we make our way through this cave, the elf isn't here, but he isn't dead. But now we gotta find him. There was some kind of projection left behind telling the elf to go where he first met someone or something like that, but it mentions Crookback Bog. I also helped Kira get this lantern. I don't know what it does or what it'll be used for, but if it doesn't help me find Ciri or get me in the bathtub with her, I don't care. But first we got a little drip check. First Witcher 3 drip check. Geralt got that shit on, man. Come on, stop playing with him. Now in Crookback Bog, there's children and somebody's grand. We ask about Ciri, but we don't talk to strangers around here is how they fucking sound when they saying that shit. So of course I gotta do a bunch of shit. Find a kid's friend named Johnny. What the fuck is that? He's a godling. He vouches for us. Gran does some ritual type shit to speak to the crones, but they won't just give information either, so we gotta go to another village, talk to Bro, remove a cursed spirit from a tree. Buddy proceeds to cut off his ear as payment to the crones, and these are not the women in that picture. But get this, right? Gran has the glowing sign on her hand that the Baron's wife had. You picking up what we putting down? Anyways, Ciri stumbled into the bog injured. So the crones found her and realized she had some sort of like royal blood or something like that. And they were gonna try to cook her ass up and eat her. So Ciri did the dash. And of course the Wild Hunt popped up out of nowhere. But I guess the armor is restrictive because she evaded them by literally climbing into a tree. Back to the Baron with the information on his wife. We tell him she's with the crones in the bog. He tells us Ciri saved him from a basilisk. Then headed off to the city of Novigrad. The Baron, obviously, wants to get his wife back, so he wants to go and kill the crones, and he asks us to come and help him. And I say yes, cause money. But because I left the area to prepare for the mission, I then failed the mission. We got another drip check though, you know what I'm saying? Samurai Witcher type shit. Oh my god, he's too clean. I'll ride into Novigrad to find an old friend, Triss Marigold. Triss is a sorcerer, and being a sorcerer right now, it ain't too good. We do a quick little job for this dude clearing out rats, but he snitches on Triss to the witch hunters. Of course, we dispose of them quickly with no problems because they cannot fuck with the Witcher, and me and Triss end up going our separate ways for the time being. We contact this dreamer lady, right? She has a power to make you dream of someone you seek, kind of like seeing a vision. We tell her a bunch of information on Ciri, things from the past games, so I'm gonna let y'all watch some of that information, but we got timestamps around here, so if you want to skip it, that's all good.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more. War with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
But of course, we can't just dream of where Ciri is, but we see Dandelion, a famous poet and an old friend from previous games. Ciri was in contact with him, so that's where we're off to. And Dandelion is fucking missing. Listen, this was the most boring 3-hour questline I've ever played, and after finishing the game, this is the most boring section of the fucking game, I swear to God. To save me from actually editing this 3-hour snooze fest that I went through, I'm gonna give it to you in 60 seconds or less, or just as fast as I possibly can. Dandelion is missing. We meet a woman named Priscilla. She tells us Dandelion and Ciri did some kind of heist. Who they rob? Siggy Reuven, this guy. We investigate and find out some dude named Menge has his gold hidden somewhere. I got the key to the vault it's in, but I killed him before getting any information, so who knows where the vault is, but the gold isn't our issue. We need to find Dandelion. Menge left a letter on his desk from a spy. We get in contact with the spy, torture information out of him, and learn that Dandelion has been captured. We meet with this dude named Roach, who's got to connect with Radovid.
Roach, I cannot abandon them.
Who are you? The king. Radovid is also the motherfucker in charge of setting all the sorcerers and mages on fire and whatnot, burning them at the stake, you know what I'm saying, witch hunts and all. Anyways, he's willing to give us Whoreson Jr. for free, but not exactly. He'll call for a favor later. I know I haven't mentioned these characters before, but allow it. There's a million characters with a million connections. We'd be here for days if I gave you the full rundown. All right?
Degenerate. He so much as touched Ciri, he'll pay.
This guy deserves to die.
What the sandwich fuck is this? No! Fuck me! Help me for fuck's sake!
No one's coming.
Stop!
I'd like to know how the ashen-haired woman ended up meeting you and what happened to her.
Ciri jumped this guy because he kidnapped and tortured her friend Dudu. Ciri didn't kill him or anything. She got Dudu, beat bro's ass a little bit, and they left. He begs for his life, but I cannot let this motherfucker slide.
Let me tell you where things stand. I'm looking for this woman, 'cause she's like a daughter to me. And that's why I just can't let this go.
No, no.
Radovid instantly calls for that favor. He wants us to bring him the sorceress Philippa Eilhart alive. But like I said, he's the one responsible for burning all these sorcerers at the stake and whatnot. So we'll come back to this. Maybe. Listen, so we're about to rescue Dandelion, but we need Dudu, because Dudu is a Doppler, so he can shapeshift and whatnot, right? You following? But we gotta put on a play to lure Dudu out of hiding, blah, blah, blah. Dudu's gonna change into Menge. Apparently, no one knows he's dead. Dudu will tell Menge's men to move Dandelion from one place to another. We'll intercept it and rescue him. And Dandelion has no fucking idea where Ciri is.
Well, I don't know where she is.
The last he saw Ciri, she teleported, and obviously no one knows where she went. Cutscene time.
That was your idea.
What? Her magic bauble was broken. Orson had access to the mages who could fix it. Besides, she needed help deciphering a curse. It's incantation.
What was Ciri's interest in this curse? Did she want to cast it or lift it? She tell you?
She wasn't all that willing to talk about it. I didn't want to pry.
The one time when it might have been useful.
But I'm almost positive she meant to lift it.
Know any more about the curse? Something specific, a detail, anything?
Well, I know the words.
You're kidding.
No, they were Elven. Ciri was constantly repeating them to herself. Probably not to forget. Went like this. Vafile Elaine, Kiadmil Foli. Gladev Dorn Ep Tenaid, Bundro Isne Iakas.
Doesn't mean a thing to me.
She came here from Velen. Somebody there helped her, apparently. Maybe she went back.
Doubt it. Talk to the Baron there. He's the one helped Ciri. Said she rode off to Novigrad to look for Yen and me. And Yen's in Skellige, looking into traces she thinks Ciri left behind there.
So, Skellige?
Skellige.
To Skellige we go, but first I helped Triss smuggle all the mages out of Novigrad. Siggy Reuven showed dumb interest in my love life, talking about, are you gonna ask her to stay and have a happily ever after? So as soon as this popped up, I said my farewells and let her go. I'm here for Yennefer and Yennefer only. I did get freaky with the witch Kira that one time, you know what I'm saying? But like, I kind of forgot to put in the script and I just have the footage, so I'm gonna let y'all know what happened, you know what I'm saying? But after this, we instantly got into a heated argument. She wanted to get into the good graces of Radovid, but Radovid wants to set sorcerers on fire and shit and kill them, and we were like, that's probably not a good idea. And she was like, fuck you, nigga.
You believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday? Don't see me laughing.
Expect me to pity you because of some bedbugs? You're joking, right?
They truly did leave you heartless. Get out of my sight. Shove your sarcasm up your ass.
We find a ship to take to Skellige. We arrive washed up, but we're here nonetheless. Skellige is basically the land of the Vikings, and their king has recently passed. So they send him off on a boat. Why in the world did this girl get on the boat just to be burned to death with the dead body? I could not possibly tell you their traditions. They gotta find a new king. So they're holding a wake where people will be able to enter their name for the next king. Whatever. Yen is back. We chop it up and we tell her everything that's happened so far. Our goal right now is to steal some mythical mask and talk to Krach. But there was a slight distraction after stealing the mask. I thought Baldur's Gate was freaky. They getting active on a unicorn.
Yen let go of the mane.
I know you. I let go, you throw us off.
When we get back and go for that talk, we learn Yen believes Ciri somehow caused a catastrophe on Skellige. Krach asked Geralt to find his kids who've went off on adventures and haven't returned. Usually I'd say fuck that, where's Ciri? But these Viking motherfuckers is mad cool, so I ain't got no problem picking your kids up from daycare or whatever you want.
Calling Lugos a madman's an insult to madmen.
He's a common goat fucker.
Call me a goat fucker one more time, and I'll chop off your head, stick it on a pike, and piss down your neck hole.
Enough! Time to settle this. Here and now.
Oh, ha ha ha! Giving me a true fright right now. Shat my best trousers. Put that away before you cut yourself, you cunt. Hey, Mouty, this one. Go stir your cauldron and pierce some boils, witch. Don't talk when you haven't got a fucking clue.
Listen, I feel like this video has been go, go, go. So let's take a little break. If you don't want to, we got shit time-stamped around here, like I said, so you don't gotta worry about it. Anyways, bro, I didn't realize just how good this game actually looks. Now, my capture card plus me not being at the subscriber mark to get YouTube's good encoder, right? You guys aren't seeing what I'm seeing, but what I was seeing some beautiful landscapes, you know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to appreciate it. You get what I'm saying? I wish I was playing this on PC so I could really experience its full graphical power. It is what it is. I also found Croc's son. We slayed what I think was the last living giant, but whatever. Anyways. We go to meet Yen and Ermion, the dude she stole the mask from, and rightfully so, he is fucking pissed.
Side of the island.
Good! May all Skellige know Jennifer of Vengerberg is a common thief!
Control yourself, Druid. I haven't stolen anything. I've merely borrowed something and fully intend to return it.
Ha! The generosity. Just one small problem. Once used, the mask is rendered completely worthless.
But Yen doesn't care at all. The mask allows the user to see a short vision of the past, so we learned Ciri had an ally. We assume this ally is the same one that went to Kira looking for Ciri. We learn of a village somewhere in Skellige that was attacked by the Wild Hunt, meaning Ciri was there. So we go resurrect a corpse that gives us another little Ciri flashback. She fell out of the sky with her ally telling her to meet him at a rock. She got nursed back to health by sitting around some yiddies and taking shots until the Fire Nation attacked. She then hops on horseback towards the meeting place, gets Bill Cosby by her ally, and off on a boat she goes. But in the dying eyes of the man we resurrected, we get a glimpse of this fugly little shit. Now, I cut it out because I didn't think it would be that important. It didn't seem too important at the time, but the Baron has this fugly little shit locked in his basement after winning it in a card game. So somehow this thing is connected to Ciri. So that's the next destination. Easiest quest in the game so far. We just go take a little dude named Uma and head straight to KAER MORHEN, the Witcher school. But we get interrupted by the Emperor, so off to see him, I guess. Listen, we discuss everything that happened so far in a much shorter, more concise, more condensed way than I've been telling it. But Buddy's a little mad because we haven't found Ciri yet. But fuck him. Arriving at KAER MORHEN, Yen is already here, so here's the game plan. Uma has been cursed, meaning this monstrosity is actually a person, either Ciri or someone else. So Yen is gonna try to lift the curse. But the other Witcher boys ain't too happy taking orders from Yen like a bunch of dogs. For Geralt, I get it. He does what she wants, and then at the end, he gets some ass. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really know if Witchers like to share like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, we gather the things we need and start it up.
Savi, Kawal, Arriva, Endir.
No, I won't let you. Geralt, yellow flask, in my satchel.
Quiet. Listen.
Kowal, Kaniatad.
Nebet Severe, Koal, Kaniatan. Nebet, Kariba, Endir.
Geralt, the phylactery, open it!
Kanitad, Taran Anadir, James.
The curse is lifted, and Uma is actually Ciri's ally, an elf.
Havelock?
You know him?
Yes. An elf. An elf. A sage.
Where is Ciri?
The Isle of Mists. But it's not... She's not safe. The hunt.
The hunt. What's it want from Ciri?
Her blood. Elder blood. To open the gate. We cannot allow this.
Sit down.
He tells us Ciri is hidden in the fog somewhere near Skellige. He gives us a ball of light that we just put in our backpack, I guess. Cool. We now know where Ciri is. We just gotta go and get her. But if she leaves the fog, the Wild Hunt will know exactly where she is. So here's the plan. We bring her straight to KAER MORHEN and fight the Wild Hunt here. But we'll need to gather some allies. Zoltan will slide for gang. Roach will slide for gang. Siggy Reuven is a no good, big back, no backbone having ass bitch.
So I don't owe you shit.
Croc's daughter won't slide, but it's fine. She just became the queen of Skellige, so it's cool. She got shit to do. Croc himself can't slide because it would take weeks for his army to get to KAER MORHEN, so he's valid. He gives us a legendary Skelligen sword that I won't use, but I appreciate the sentiment. His son, Hjalmar, the Giant Slayer, will slide for Ciri. Ermion will also join the battle. Finally, Emir, Ciri's father, the Emperor. Listen, this dude is a pure-blooded bitch. I tell him I located Ciri, alright. I'ma bring her to KAER MORHEN. We're gonna fight off the Wild Hunt there. But he said, I can protect my own daughter. What the fuck are you talking? Why is she with me then? I didn't play the first two games, but why is she with me? Why was she being raised by a bunch of witchers in a secluded castle? Why did you contact me to find your daughter? Fuck is this nigga talking about, right? Then he said he'll send an army, but the person leading it is one of Geralt's ops. I don't know why he's an op, but no, I'm not having that. Fucker says,
Bring me Ciri.
fuck you. Geralt sets off into the fog to find Ciri. Following the light through the fog and around this island, we find
Anybody
a house.
in there?
Damn.